There's a false narrative that the Democrats are going too far left. Completely false, ridiculous, bogus BS narrative. Yeah, I'm still apprehensive about cussing here because I know it really hurts you in the algorithm when you do that. The algorithm really knocks off your videos if you cuss, or at least that's what I hear. So, I mean, my videos are like getting no views anyway, so I don't want to hurt myself anymore. I mean, but yeah, yeah, point is subscribe and share. Watch my videos, please. Please, 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 please. I'm begging and it's pathetic, but hey, I want views, so what are you gonna do? But that was me rambling, being off topic. So let's get back on topic. So the narrative is that the Democrats have gone too far left, and really the opposite is true. The Democrats have gone too far right. In fact, everyone, not the voters, but the political spectrum has gone too far to the right. So let me explain what I mean. So let's take the example of universal health care. Universal health care is a basic human right, or as Bernie Sanders likes to say, basic human right. He pronounces things a little differently, but anyway, well, my point is universal health care is a basic human right. And back in the day, supporting universal health care was like supporting clean air. By the way, people don't even support clean air anymore because, the corporations got to make money and profit. And they got to do what they got to do, because money in politics. But the point is, universal health care was widely supported and loved. FDR supported universal health care. Harry S. Truman supported universal health care. JFK supported universal health care. LBJ supported universal health care. And Lyndon Baines Johnson got Medicare passed. Now remember, Richard Nixon wanted to destroy all of Lyndon Johnson's Great Society programs. So if the Great Society programs had continued and Lyndon Johnson had continued being president, or another progressive had continued becoming president, then they would have expanded on Medicare, gotten Medicare for all, and then gotten to universal health care. But because Richard Nixon, a neocon warmonger, I mean, Lyndon Johnson was also a warmonger to be fair, but a neocon corporatist, regressive, economically regressive politician became the next president, Lyndon Johnson's Great Society programs were doomed, and as I've said in so many previous videos, Richard Nixon destroyed most of Lyndon Johnson's Great Society programs, and his philosophy was antithetical to that of Lyndon Johnson's. Now, the Republicans hated the New Deal Democrats, and they wanted to destroy basically every policy that the New Deal Democrats wanted. And so Richard Nixon came up with the Republican answer to universal health care. So Democrats wanted universal health care for everyone, whereas Republicans under Richard Nixon, they created this ridiculous plan. Richard Nixon created this ridiculous plan that would give more power to the private health insurance companies, make private insurance stronger, and mandate that you buy from private insurance. So that was the Republican answer to universal health care. Democrats, New Deal Democrats, Great Society Democrats, whatever you want to call them, they supported progressive Democrats. They supported the universal health care, while the Republicans supported making private insurance health companies, making private health insurance companies stronger and making you buy from them. Now, as time went on, Jimmy Carter, who was massively right-wing and is being rehabilitated as some leftist hero, which he really shouldn't be, committed horrible war crimes, and plus Jimmy Carter domestically stuck his middle finger up at unions and supported corporations, and in private he was telling corporations how much he was going to screw over unions, and the unions got really mad and fed up with him and voted against him in 1980. Anyway, Jimmy Carter also deregulated the airline industry. Jimmy Carter did a lot of bad stuff that led to Ronald Reagan, because remember, Ronald Reagan, right after Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan destroyed Jimmy Carter in the election of 1980, and it is Jimmy Carter's fault that Ronald Reagan became president. We can get into that in another video, and I've actually already talked about this in other videos, so go watch those too. But the point is, even Jimmy Carter, despite the fact that he was not progressive at all, supported universal health care. Even Jimmy Carter supported universal health care. And Bill Clinton, horrible, massively right-wing Republican-like Democrat, Bill Clinton, who destroyed Glass-Steagall, who did the Telecommunications Act, who deregulated a bunch of stuff, ramped up the drug war and did mass incarceration and all that. Even Bill Clinton supported universal health care. Now, let's get back to the ridiculous private health insurance company stuff that Richard Nixon proposed. That plan got adopted by the Heritage Foundation, and Chuck Grassley loved that plan. Newt Gingrich loved that plan. Mitt Romney loved that plan, and in fact, Mitt Romney, as governor of Massachusetts, implemented that plan. And it was, Romneycare was basically giving more power to the private health insurance companies, mandating that you buy from them. And so the point is, remember what I said there. Newt Gingrich supported that plan. Newt Gingrich supported giving more power to the health insurance companies. Newt Gingrich, Speaker of the House of Representatives, that is, a Republican. Meanwhile, Democrat Bill Clinton supported universal health care. See? You can probably predict what I'm going to say next. But later, Barack Obama comes along, and Barack Obama, who's basically also a Republican, even though he calls himself a Democrat, Barack Obama adopted the Nixon plan. He did Nixoncare. He did Romneycare. Of course, he called it Obamacare, but Obamacare was really the Richard Nixon plan of mandating that you buy from the private health insurance companies, making private health insurance companies more powerful. It was the Republican answer to healthcare, the Republican non-universal healthcare package, and Obama implemented it. So we went from Bill Clinton, who was a horrible right-wing Democrat who's still supporting universal healthcare, to Barack Obama, who's an even more horrible right-wing Democrat, who now opposes universal healthcare and supports the Republican plan. And when the Republicans, being the partisan hacks they are, they decided to abandon their own plan and just totally obstruct that too. So yeah, the point, you get how we shifted right from, it was Bill Clinton supporting universal health care. That's what the Democrats were like. And now the Democrats don't even support universal health care, and they're like, oh, socialized medicine is so scary. We run away from our base, and no. Oh, corporate donors, oh, please, I don't support universal health care. Give me more money, pharmaceutical companies, all that stuff. So basically, we went from Democrats loving and supporting universal health care to totally shunning it and opposing it because Barack Obama shifted the Overton window so much more to the right. And of course, Barack Obama was responsible for the rise of Donald Trump. Now, so you get how much the Overton window has shifted to the right, and we can go through so many examples of how much politics has shifted to the right in a dangerous fashion. And we'll continue to go through those in our future videos. So keep watching and watch, share, like, subscribe, do whatever you can to get my videos out there so that I can actually get views, please. Like, seriously. Seriously, please, I'm begging you. I'm like a corporate politician begging the donors for money. So give me the money. That was a joke, but the point is, yeah. Give me the money. But yes, but the reason I keep bringing this up, the reason I keep bringing up how Richard Nixon was against universal health care and made this ridiculous plan is because, as I mentioned, the progressive voice, Sahil Habibi, in his video mentioned that he thought Richard Nixon was for universal health care, and I'm like, that's the most ridiculous, absurd, nonsense thing I've ever heard. And I like the progressive voice. I watch the YouTube videos a lot, and he's pretty good, but that one video was just disastrous, and he really should have thought about what he was saying before he said that. Like, oh my. But yeah, so he's doing a good job. So no other concerns there, obviously. It's not meant to take a shot, but just meant to clarify something.